Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing fine and dandy. I am a-okay. I'm just fine. Just life things. Life it hits us all, right? And we all have different reactions to different things. And darn, I didn't bring my water in here. But anyway, so I just wanted to jump on just to kindly let you know that I'm okay, first of all, and to to those whom in the ether, because I think I've gotten like three or four of those little messages. That I mean, come on, really, guys. Do you honestly think that Facebook's going to would help, be able to help somebody that's in crisis? And if they were, do you think that they would have the resources to do that? Um, and lastly, I don't mean to be rude, but do you think they care? Do you think they really care? If anything, that feature or that report feature is on there as a function for liability reasons, for their liability. Let's face it. There are people out there that need help and understand. I understand that I need help. We all at some point in our lives need help, and I'm certainly no different than anyone else. But I am the type of individual who likes to express himself. And social media is where I do that. It is my therapy. It is my happiness because I get to talk with my friends, especially during live feeds, which I've been shying away from because of all this noise. The same noise that I always, I think, motivationally speaking, tell you guys to stay away from. So that's my problem. That's my issue. And I need to deal with that. I need to stop worrying about all the noise. When you get screenshots of people saying things about you and you're like, wow, I never expected like so and so to say something like that. Or when you get, things, all these things, different things, and um, the economy, finances, automobiles, teeth, all the things that I've been talking to you guys about. You guys all know me. I'm an open book, and I don't mind because I love you guys. I love my friends. But there's going to be, I promise you, there's going to be at least one, if not five or six people that don't like me that will use the opportunity to report me any way and every way they can. These people are pathological reporters, and they honestly need help. There should be a Facebook and other, and that's another thing. I'm on several different platforms. Sorry, guys, my back is killing me. Um, Now I'm not giving medical advice. My back is hurting me really bad. It's jacked up, and I still have that pain over here. I went to a doctor for it. Anyway. The thing is that some people will, what they need to do, what the social medias need to do, is they need to put a check mark every time somebody reports and who they're reporting. They should just get a nick. And I didn't bring my drink in, but if I pause this, then it won't be one video. So I'm going to carry you guys to get my soda so I can drink and continue this video feed, which I feel is very important because you guys know me. I love you. We have an intimate relationship. It might be on a platform. It may be just on Facebook or just on Instagram or maybe only on YouTube. I'm doing YouTube lives and meeting people that I have never met on Facebook and or TikTok, and we're on TikTok too, which is something that I'm even leaning into. And I'm probably the first one to tell you that TikTok's a little bit too quick for me. I'm a little bit too old for TikTok. I think it's a little too fast paced for me, and my ADD gets messed up when I'm going through that FYP. Anyway, if you stuck around this long, which is 4 minutes, you have 10 minutes to capture your audience. After that, you lose them. That's what they say. So if you stuck around for 4 minutes, you know that I will always feed it to you straight. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth, whether it's kind or not. And in this case, I'm very upset that people are reporting me, and it's almost like it's a vendetta, and also I was out about having a restriction on my account, which is probably very stupid. And one of my friends said that was really stupid for you to let people know that, because people that come after you, I'm just gonna use Tammy as an example. You look at her. Look at her. There's an example for you. She blasts me on Facebook. I never said one word about her, and I'm not saying anything bad about her now, but I'm using her as an example. You could figure out the rest, you know? And, well, I will say one thing. I'll say, to be honest, nothing that she said at all, even though it was filled with her and Melissa was Lombardo, was now Costner, Melissa Costner, was my former best friend years ago. Well, there was a reason why that I cut ties with Melissa. Now Melissa just jumps in with Tammy. Well, how did Melissa even know who Tammy was? Because she was stalking my live feeds. That's how she knew Tammy even worked for me. This is a side note, but there is a point to this. So my point is, when she said stuff about me, that's fine. That's fine. I can play ball. You want to call me this? You want to call me this? You want to lie about me being on Medicaid? I wish they even came in and tried to see if I was eligible for Medicaid the other day. I am not. So I don't understand all these lies and all this other stuff. But anyway, that's all Melissa. She's behind all of that. I guarantee you. She's just being a vindictive, evil person because her best friend X'd her out of his life because she made a comment, and somebody sent me a screenshot when we were best friends that said, "I'm going to destroy Peter and the rock community." That's Melissa Costner. Okay? This isn't about pointing fingers at people, though. But when, like I said, I can handle anything anyone throws at me. But when Tammy made the comment about the whisker, somebody said that she said something about a whisker being in a box and that she was going to damn my little baby Snowflake to hell. Do you know how pissed off I was? Do you know how angry I was? I had experienced anger on a level that I'd never experienced it before in my life. I'm thankful, even though we live in the same city, that we don't live very close. And I'm thankful that I've never seen her one-on-one, in person, since hearing of that. My daughter, my life, you guys know that whole story too, which I'm not going to go on a tangent about. But saying that you're going to use that, and then somebody telling me that she practices blood magic, and then if blood magic if it's involuntary blood, this magic is stronger. That's sacrifice, guys. It's sacrificing animals. If you don't put two and two together, if not worse, God knows, it can get crazy. I'm not saying anything about my witch friends or paganism. I'm not saying anything about that. But when it comes to something like blood magic, I don't want you in my energy field. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a witch, a freaking Buddhist, a Hindu, you're Hindu, whatever. If you're going to go into something like that, a hurtful or black type magic, I don't want you in my energy circle. And I will cast you away too. Because I can bind you in the name of Jesus Christ. In the almighty name of Jesus Christ, I can bind you as well. And I've got the maker of the universe behind me. Who do you have? Hecate? Lilith? Come on. So, and again, I'm not on here because now people will be like, oh, he just said he wasn't against witches, and then he names two of their gods or whatever. Pan, whatever's the other ones. I don't know anything about them. I don't. As a matter of fact, just the other day, I said to somebody, I said the offering is molasses because I heard it in a song, and I thought it sounded pretty cool how she said that. And he messaged me back. He goes, "Do you realize that's pagan?" And I was like, "No." I just thought it was a cool line in the verse of her song because I love her. She's my favorite artist, Tori Amos. So, but she says the offering is molasses, and that's actually an offering to a pagan god. Hecate. Hecate. Anyway, so back to that, back to me, and back to my personal life and my personal issues and my profile. You might be sitting there saying, well, then keep it off social media. And you're right. You are right. You have a point. But for me, sometimes it's therapeutic because you are my friends. Maybe I should stop loving and caring for people so much. You guys. Maybe I should stop being so kind. Maybe I should stop, letting people trample upon my heart, and then getting up and I don't know if last night's little report of there is help. Like as soon as you go onto your Facebook account, it pops up. There is help for you, like a mental health type thing. Okay, whoa. Well, first of all, it's kind of silly to me. So I just click out of it every single time. That's all I do. And I'm not here to slam Facebook either, but in the other platforms that probably have that, they probably have to have that for liability. Because if somebody does do something, they probably have to have that just in case, so they don't get their butts sent to them, And I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be somebody who's, who gives up who he really is. I want to express myself. I'm bringing out my poetry that I've written years ago. I'm going to publish the book. I have goals. I have objectives. I'm not going to end myself if I have all these goals and objectives that I'm telling you about. My essential oils. I am a huge freak, a huge lover of essential oils. I love filling the bottles. I put labels on them. We even put the sticker label on the top of the cap on for free as an added bonus from Lemos Crystals, unless it's one of the oils we don't have a label for. And even then I can make a label because I have a clear label printer, and they give you little white round stickers so you put that label right on there. Anyway, I'm going into too much here. The point is that at this point, losing Facebook for me would be devastating. Not only financially because of sales on Facebook, but in many other ways too. Staying connected to my friends, my family. My last account was disabled for being a fake account. How in the world it was ever disabled for being, and it was just out of nowhere. They just did it out of nowhere. And so now I'm afraid every time I go to log on to Facebook if I'll be able to log on. That's a scary feeling. And you're going to think this is crazy too, but I was friends with my father. And since then we have his device, but we've lost the passwords and we don't know how to get back in. So I have everybody listed, and then my father's listed as my family member, and there's just a gray little box. My mother, my sister have their faces, there's their profiles on there. That hurt my heart. I know that might sound silly, but it hurt my heart. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what steps to take. But I do know one thing. I love you guys and I enjoy you guys. And you guys are my friends. So what does a person do when they're in distress, or when they're going through issues, or they're having problems? They turn to their friends. And that's all I'm doing. I'm turning to my friends. But this is like probably, I'm not kidding, the 10th time that I've gotten that thing come up. And again, you're probably sitting there going, well, Peter, if you wouldn't write so depressing stuff or things that scare people into thinking you're going to hurt yourself, whatever, then you wouldn't be getting that. And you're right. So what do I do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You guys I'm using Tranquility, our blend. I'm going to plug it right now. Yep, it's really good. Lavender, vanilla, Roman chamomile, sandalwood. Beautiful blend. Very relaxing, very nice. That's a little Roman chamomile heavy, I think. But that's okay. I like Roman chamomile. So what do? Should I just get off Facebook? Should I stop posting? This is where I'm at. I'm at this point. I'm not going to stop doing lives, guys. Don't be afraid. I know I've been getting people like messaging me saying, "Are you going live again?" Da, 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 da. And the ones that really hurt me are my subscribers, because they get benefits and they pay to subscribe to me. So they deserve for me to go live. They deserve that. I'm gonna let the cat out, but I'm gonna pick you guys up again on this thing that I have propped up. Oh, he got out on his own. Good boy. Good boy, Timmy. So I guess that's where I'm at. I'm at the point where, like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to continue being me until my account will inevitably be disabled? Or do I speak my mind and want my friends' opinions and thoughts and feelings about a certain thing that I might be going through? I'm certainly here for everybody. The other day, and I'm not going to, absolutely not going to mention this person's name, but I got a crushing message from an individual, and I said, call me, I'm here for you. She called me, and she was breaking down, and she was having tons of problems, and I was here for her, and it helped her. So that's what I'm doing. But believe me, guys, if whoever keeps doing it, if you are a good-hearted person out there that is doing it out of the kindness, you're not helping me. You're hurting me. Thinking that Facebook would help me out in crisis is laughable. It's laughable. Okay? And I know I would never use any trigger words, but it's laughable. Seriously. They do that for liability reasons, guys. No other reason. And the more people the more, if you guys want me on Facebook, keep reporting. Just report. Go to the little thing, fear of self-injury or harm to himself or others or something like, or to themselves or others. Just keep going and doing that, and I promise you they will disable my account. But I really did want to finish about my last account, the account before this that was shut down. It was shut down for being a fake account. What? Just woke up one day. I swear, I went to get on my on Facebook. Like no restrictions, no warning, nothing. It was just disabled. So that scares the shit out of me because, like I said, Facebook is my livelihood. There's a lot riding on Facebook. Not just that, but all the content that I have on there and everything. So they wanted me to. They asked for, because I asked what the heck's going on here. They said we need proof of that you are who you say you are. So I sent them a driver's license. I filled out some information that I knew that they would know that they asked me to fill out for them. They didn't ask for my birth certificate or my passport or social security or my birth or whatever. I would have given it anything that I could to them. And even after giving them a valid driver's license, which is how I stay verified on Facebook, by the way. So they won't even let me change my picture right now. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I don't get it. I still got those floppy ears. I want that picture gone off there. I'm going to try it again today to see. But they haven't been allowing me to do that. Now, all these things are all things I've seen before. I know the steps they take before they they disable you. Disable your account. And then they're doing the same thing right now. So by you reporting me, you're helping them. You're giving them a reason. Because you understand Facebook and I have a contract. Money is exchanged both ways. Both ways. And once that happens, a contract's formed. Whether you like it or not, you have a contract now. You just shook hands. If you exchange money in any capacity and it's taxable, which it is. So when you guys threw stars for me, when you subscribe to me, when you gift me something or whatever, that is all that goes on a 1099K that I have to print out and take to our tax. As a matter of fact, I still have to go and finish my taxes, and I'm late, and I'm whatever. It's crazy. So I have to pay a late fee now too. But that's my problem. That's one of the many problems that are on my mind. My point is that I am not freaking normal by any means, and I've told you guys 1,000 times I'm crazy. So if you don't like crazy and you like normal better, don't hang out with me. You don't want to be around me because I am nuts. I am. I'm absolutely mental. I have mental health, absolute mental health problems. I'll be the first to admit that. And about 90% of the other people out there have them as well. Then the other 10% either hide from them or suppress them in some way, shape, or form. And that's another thing too. I don't do drugs. I don't go out to brothels. I don't do anything, any of these other coping mechanism type things, which are They are real coping mechanisms, but they're not helpful coping mechanisms. But people do. People turn to booze. They turn to drugs. They turn to sex. They turn to violence. They turn to all kinds of things. And boy, oh boy, is this going to set off all kinds of ding, 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 ding. Because these words on these platforms are trigger words. So they can accept that as AI is not perfect too, guys. That's another thing. AI is not perfect. So AI cannot distinguish. So anyway, but quickly ending this because I want to end the video altogether. I don't want you to be here all day. You don't need to be. My point is that account, even after proving that I was who I was, they still came back and made a final decision that it was disabled for being a fake account. But the reason what happened with that account is people from the community didn't like me, so they all reported me. I don't know if there's a group that they send your name to and say, everybody report this, and they have 800 people reporting your post. That's why I don't post publicly as much as I have done before. Before I just post everything publicly. Now I don't. There's a reason for that. Because if you post friends only your friends can see the content, and even if they share it to someone else to report you, to bring you down, that person cannot report you because they're not friends with me, so they can't even open the link to report it because we're not friends. That's how my settings are. And I am going to trim my friends list. I really am. There's a lot of people on there. God, I'm sure they're wonderful people, a lot of amazing souls, a lot of you guys and if you're one of them, please message me or ask for refriend request or whatever. But there are going to be people on there I'm going to unfriend. There are going to be people on there I'm going to unfollow, and there's going to be people on there I'm going to block. And that's not just on Facebook. That's on TikTok and Instagram and all these other ones too. Because some of these people in the rock community are very vicious, and they're vicious and they're malicious, and they have ill intent. There's another person named Kelly who has very ill intent. Very ill intent. Know it all. I'm not saying last names. My point is, though, it is in your hands. Right now, I have a restriction on my account. I haven't completely fought it yet, which I was thinking of doing to get it removed. And today I was surprised there wasn't a restriction following this, but sometimes they do it in delay. Sometimes they tell you, hey, we're here to help you, whatever. And they did remove content, and I was trying to catch it, but I was sleepy. I didn't pay attention. I don't know what. Now I don't know because I don't remember what I posted. That's how silly this is. So I probably posted something that said something about not wanting to be here. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? So I'm at the point where I am kind of like, I really wouldn't be going through all of this. You guys don't understand how much I have going on. And I know you do too. We all do. And you might not be the type to get on and share with others. I think it's a good idea. Because somebody out there, if just one person out there resonates, I could save a life. It is possible that I have saved one or more lives. I know I've done that with my work history. I have an extensive work history, and I know that I've done that in my past, working with juvenile youth and or youth from adjudicated youth through the system, through the county for assault, for stealing, for all kinds of things. I was at the detention system or detention center, and then I went to a group home with 16 to 18-year-old boys, and I worked there, and that was the best job I've ever had, and I wish I could have it. I would go back there and not do anything like this ever again if I could get that job back. Now it's completely changed, though. The whole place has changed, but the dynamics. I made $8 an hour, but I didn't care. I love that job. That was a long time ago, though, too. I'm sure they're paying them $15 to $18 an hour now, because back then that was in 90. 95. I'd have to be on. It was my first college job where I actually needed my degree to do. So I was hired that way. Why I'm going off on all these tangents is exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Because even though this is a video that I'm going to upload, I feel like I'm talking to my friend right now. I hope I'm talking to a friend. And I might be talking straight to somebody who thinks that I'm a POS. That's fine too. You have the right to think that I'm a POS. But all I ask of you is to leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just do your business. Do your thing. Do your blood magic. Do whatever you want to do. I'm rolling my eyes on that one. But do what you want to do, what you need to do. But please just leave me alone. I don't need people stalking me. I have people that stalk my accounts. Guys, I'm not, you can't make this stuff up. Like, literally. Like, who the hell? I just had an incident where I had to block a person because she was taking screenshots of things I was doing. Like, literally taking almost her entire day, because I was watching, to screenshot my things and put them in posts and groups and in things about me and da-da-da. And that's like, look, the truth is, guys, I'm not really that special. There's no big deal about me. My name is Peter Lemos. I'm just your average Joe. There's nothing important or special about me. Maybe people just like to hate on me because I do tell the truth and I do speak my mind. Or maybe it triggers something in them, like their feelings of wanting to harm themselves, or them wanting to, them needing mental health issues, some type of mental health help. Maybe that's it. Who knows? Maybe it could be a plethora of other things. Maybe people don't like me for other reasons. I don't know. Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe my hair's color is off. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe it's whatever. Okay, that's fine. If you don't like me, that's fine. Just leave me alone. That's all. That's all I'm asking you. Please block me right now. Block me, defriend me, get me out of your... Go to all social medias and get rid of me, and you will never see my face again, I promise. And I will never bug you, and you never bug me. But I'm not crazy enough to sit there all day long, literally. I felt like I was freaking, Lady Gaga or something, like freaking celebrity or something. I feel sorry for them. Because literally, when a little average Joe like me has stalkers, this is a scary world we live in, guys. Very scary world. People, and everyone has my address. Somebody else who in the community that just got in trouble from me because this individual kept posting pictures of big, very heavy black females in the groups. And it said something like, let's get down or something like that. I can show a picture of it. But anyway, so I blocked him from Crystal Connection, one of the groups, and all the affiliate groups. If you want to leave the community, do wrong by me, because I'll make it very easy for you. Because now Facebook has a feature when you block them from one, you get to block them from all. Woohoo! Great. I've used that twice in the last month. So I blocked someone from one group, and then it lets me toggle. Like, if I want to let them stay in one, I could do it, but I don't. I just, bye. You're gone for all of them. Now, this individual, another story, another situation, this was a male who will probably see this video, who may not. I don't know. Was sending photos of an African American. She looked like she was Jamaican, like not trying to be sexist or whatever, or racist or whatever, but like Aunt Jemima, like the lady who is on the bottle of Aunt Jemima, or was, and she's like moving like she's dancing, and it says something like, it was something inappropriate. I can't remember what it was, but they kept posting it. This person kept posting it. This person is a sharer, loves to share people, shares everybody in the entire universe. Like I used to be like that too. I used to share everybody because it's a way of expressing your concern. Before I started selling, or even after I started selling, I started sharing my friends. Well, I ended up blocking him, and I removed him from the groups. I don't even know if I have him blocked personally. I don't even remember blocking him on my personal or business page, so maybe he's the one. But anyway, I got a text on my phone. No. Big mistake. Texting me on my home phone, on my personal private time. No. That's like walking in my front door. No. I guard my cell phone, my personal phone line, more than I do my social security number. So he texts me, and I said, I texted back one time. I think I said something like, well, what you did was inappropriate, whatever. And then he texted me again. Then he calls me like a day or two later. Okay, again, think about this. Isn't that a little obsessive? You're that concerned? It's just a group. There are other share groups in the crystal community. Go to another one. Go meet another one and start sharing in there. By the way, he and I were not friends in real life anyway. And it is what it is. And I wish him well too. But if you're watching this video, the one I'm talking about right now, that texted my personal private phone number, how you got it, I have no clue. I don't put it on my website. I don't put it on any of the social medias. I make sure that part is always either under only me that can see it, or like even on my website, it had a place for phone number. I left it blank. On a website, you should probably want to put your phone number. You want people to contact you, not me. And if this phone rings and I don't even recognize the number, even if it's a local number, 330 area code, I won't answer it. I will not answer it. I will let it go to email. I don't care if it's a doctor. I let my doctor two doctors go to voicemail before answering their call, because you don't do that to me. You're telling me what to do now. That's just a personal thing. So, in ending, it's been 30 minutes. My Lord, I just talk so much. So in ending, what I'm just saying to you guys is I love you. I want this to be happy, happy, joy, joy. But life isn't always happy, happy, joy, joy. If we're going to share our experiences, and I think that's what social media is about, right? It's about sharing the good things and the bad things. We kind of share, work together. Maybe I got the wrong picture. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe social media is supposed to be a very plastic, fake world where everyone just shows their brand new cars or how many rocks they have in their collection, or a diamond that they have, or something like that, and that's what it's supposed to be, and everyone's supposed to be living in this fake Truman world. Peter Lemos, I'm never going to be a fake person, so I'm going to have it. It's going to have to be disabled, because I'll never be fake, not even for Facebook. However, I would definitely contact an attorney if that happened, because like I said, there's a contract. So, and for what I got the restriction for, it's absolutely laughable. It's laughable. I got a restriction first. I'm saying this, and I'm going to upload this. This video is going to be uploaded to YouTube, and it's going to be shared on Facebook. So Facebook will probably watch this really fast. Their AI probably watches it in super speed mode and listens to this. But Facebook and I, we have a contract together, and the restriction I got was laughable. If that would go to court, if they disabled my account and that went to court, the jury would laugh at I got a restriction for selling drugs, and I'm saying exactly what I got restriction for, but I'm not posting it. But I'm saying it on this video, so maybe that'll get me in trouble too. I don't know. Maybe I should just shut my effing mouth. But for selling drugs, because I told people about people that were uninsured or underinsured to use GoodRx to fill their medications, and then I said if you need any help or anything, you feel free to contact me. That's the clincher part. That's what would be the contention in a court of law. But they would know quickly when they looked at my messenger box that there's nowhere in there it says anything about that. Okay, they would know very quickly, and they would subpoena all that. But this is a hypothetical. It is what it is. But I honestly believe that if this account becomes disabled, because to be honest with you, I would like to start over. I would like a new account. I would like to build up a brand new account and make it very restrictive to like friends that I know that I can trust, friends that are those kinds that I'll hit you on the shoulder, give you a big hug, big kiss, tell you they love you, and that's it. Get rid of all this riffraff and all these strangers that I don't know and I've never been connected with a day in my life. So I'm sorry to come across being bitchy even in this video. I apologize, but I hope I got some points across. And I hope I explained myself. And if you were one of the people that reported me and you were genuinely concerned about me, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But please believe me when I tell you, you're not helping me. You're actually hurting me. And then potentially hurting other people that I might be able to help and or be of assistance to in the future. Guys, my heart is golden. I would take my shirt off my back for anyone. I would do anything for anybody, with the exception of the people that you have to remove for various obvious reasons. I mean, I would do anything for anyone, and that most likely includes you. I'm going to say most likely just in case it's one of the people that I brought up today, which was like 3 or 4 people. I think 4 people's names. I didn't mention some of them. And I didn't say anyone's last name anyway. So I know what's legal, what's not legal. I get it all. But I know the terms of service of Facebook. The thing is, they do too. So they weaponize them. Like, you're not supposed to post anything is controversial in nature, including politics. You're not supposed you can post politics, but anything that causes controversy, it's all in the terms of service. Read it. And then they have an umbrella thing to cover themselves, saying and Facebook reserves the right. You know why you don't pay to use these social media apps? You know why? Because if you did, they couldn't just disable your account. They'd have to go through a huge process, and they'd have to have terms. That's why they do the terms of service. That's why there's a list of terms of service. You think they want to enjoy doing 300, 800 pages of terms of service? And I know some people, I have never read the entire thing. I've read the bullet points, and I've been sent a lot of links when I've been trying to argue my case on times when I have been nicked. And there a couple times I did agree with them. And I said, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And my corrective action was not to do it again. So, and those ones I'll take credit for, but this one's silly. And it's sticking. And it's at the highest level. It's at the oversight committee right now. And I haven't gotten any news back from them. No word from them, anything. There's no 800 number. I have a friend who does business, large volume business, and spends a lot of money on Facebook. They called him. They gave him the luxury of sending an agent. And please don't look up an 800 number on Google and call it. It is fraud. They're all fraudulent numbers, and Google can't even keep up with them. They're usually foreigners. When I actually called one because I Googled it because I wanted to talk to a real person, when they asked me what my ISP address was, I was dumb enough. I gave it to them. They told me, I said, I don't even know how to find that. They go here, go here, go. Then they said, what phone are you on? Facebook already knows that. Your ISP, Facebook already knows that. That's why when I tried to open that account the other day, just thinking this one might go out, it says disabled for restriction. It was a brand new account. And I didn't lie. I didn't make up a fake name like James Garfield or something like that. Didn't do anything like that. I put Peter Lemos, I put my real birthday, I put everything the truth, and then I hit the button. And I was even on the phone with video chat with my friend, and he was shocked. He was like, holy shit. He's like, you're right, Peter. They are onto you. They're really trying to, they're after you. And I'm like, I know. It is a purposeful and willful thing. They've got, they're hot to get me down. They don't want me. They don't want me around. They basically want me off. What's ironic is the other platform, TikTok, is begging me to be on their shop. You have to be invited to sell on TikTok. So because I'm posting content, sales content, things that I'm selling too, TikTok's going crazy. They keep messaging me, we have a shop, open your shop with us, They take a percentage and all that. So Facebook is my favorite platform, and it's the one I'm most comfortable with, and it's probably best in my age range. And I think I'm going to do one of several things. I'm going to do several things. I'm going to probably try to stifle what I say, which is a shame, because we should all have the First Amendment, and we should be able to say what we want to say. Everyone. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably start getting rid of some people that I think are kind of weird, or I get weird vibes with, weird energies with, and I might just start blocking and or removing, depending how crazy they are. Because some of these, they talk about me being crazy. The girl that I told you, no, I mentioned 5 people today, but I didn't say their names. That girl I told you that took screenshots about me and started posting them in groups spends her day literally being like not a Facebook police officer, just a social media, like in charge. And I made that girl an admin of one of our groups. I made her an admin. Thank God I removed her, and it was a month or 2 ago. I had weird vibes, and I removed her. And I guarantee she was reporting the hell out of me. Guaranteed. I guarantee her intentions were not good. And then she sent a huge Bible messenger to my friend, who I'm not going to name, but you guys probably know, my blonde-haired friend. She sent a whole bunch of things to him. I said, I don't want to read one of them. I don't want to read anything. He said it's the size of the Bible, Peter. He goes, she sent like, literally, his thing kept ding, 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 ding. And then, like the one very, very last section or whatever, that's all that I read, was one last paragraph. That was it. The last one. I didn't read all that other stuff. Nothing. So I have no idea what it says. And you know what? It would have been interesting if I had that information in front of me right now, or the printouts that I could tell you what that person said. It would just show you how sick they are and in need of mental health. Social media should be a place where we should be able to come together, bond, sing kumbaya. Yes, I believe that there's things that should not be on there, like pornography and other things that are harmful to individuals and or could be harmful to somebody. But I don't think that I fit the profile of somebody that any sane social media would want off of their platform. I start engagement. I have the groups. We name the lobby lizard creatures. We've got Creature Central 2.0 coming up with Lemuel's crystals. We do all of those things. We do a lot of engagement. That's what they want. They want people who will engage people, so that conversation and there's things going, not because they care about us. It's because of those ads that are in between everything we do. Those sponsored ads from Dell. And now I want a Dell computer. And guess what? Almost everything I see is Dell right now. Dell is like the most wonderful computer I ever owned was a Dell. And it was it flipped over so you could have it as an iPad, but it also flipped the other way and you could use the keyboard, and it was touchscreen. It was beautiful. I still have it. I still can't even let go of it, but it doesn't even work anymore. But I love the XPS series. Anyway, that's for you tech people. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Once again, if you have a problem or you see something that's concerning to you about me, or you think something's wrong, or I'm gonna do something that might be hurtful to someone else or myself, please feel free to reach out to me. Don't go and report me. Keep it real. Message me. Hey, we're concerned about you. Okay. Yeah, you have a right to be. I'm not in the best. I'm not feeling the best. But I'm not going to hurt myself physically. But I am going through a lot. And I know a lot of you guys are too. And that certainly shouldn't be a reason for your account to go down. Or possibly go down. So when you report somebody, keep that in mind when you're reporting them. Even for something that might be like kind of on the edge type thing. And I'm not telling you who to report and who not to report. I'm just saying, just think about it before you do that. I don't report anything. The only thing I will report is if it's absolutely like child abuse or animal abuse. Oh my gosh, there was a few videos, I don't know how they came across my screen, and they say you see things you're interested in. I've never shown any interest in any of that stuff. I'm always on the other end, on PETA, animal rights, APL, all these other things, Animal Protective League, and so those types of things I will report, but it takes a lot for me to report, a lot, and it's got to go pretty far, and it's got to be pretty extreme. But if I see somebody talking about their poo-poo, they're like poo-poo. And that was another thing too. I saw a prolific seller with a photograph of it laying on his thigh in a photo, and Facebook did nothing about that. And that's absolutely against their terms of service, I'm sure, to have a picture of a poo-poo. Because, if I use the other word, it's going to be a big dead ringer. Whoop, even that's right there's a big one too. And then I get in trouble for what? For trying to be the best kind and innocent. I'm not innocent. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be the best person I can be. And I certainly have a lot of friends who I know love me. And I know there's a lot that hate me. And I can't stand that word, but I've got to use it for you to understand. I use the word loathe. If you ever hear me talk like on a video feed, I'll say loathe or despise, but I will not use the HATE word unless I have to. To me, it's just as ugly as the N word. It's just as ugly as the F word, the other F word, all those words. The C word, that's just as, that to me is that HATE is just as bad, but I have to say it in here. It's funny. It's really funny though too. It brought me up to a dynamic before we get off. How I could use that word, and I just did right now, and that's not against the terms of service. It should be, shouldn't it? It should be. It's an ugly word. And another thing too, I have one other thing I want to say, just in case Facebook does watch this, is remove that damn angry emoji, that angry face. We have enough anger in this world. We don't need it. And if you use it, stop using it. Stop. Use the wow button. Like, wow, I can't believe that happened. That's what I do. I hit the wow. I never use the hate thing, ever. I never use the anger thing. I'm sorry, not the anger thing emoji. I want to petition Facebook that they get rid of it because we have too much of that in this world. Let's stick with the positive, the love and light, the care with the little like hug, the smiley face, the like button, the crying tears because sad. You know, hey, we're here for you. We know you're suffering. You lost Snowflake. Put a little crying icon or whatever. I get it, but that hate. There's no room for that anger emoji. I keep saying the word that I just said I don't like to say, but and oddly enough, that wouldn't be any problem here, and it should be. And they make things that shouldn't be a problem. And if and one last thing, I'm going to leave with this because it's almost 48 minutes, 46 minutes. I'm going to leave with this. If this platform, I won't say their name, but if this platform cared so much, why don't they take the time with all the information they have, and you know they do, right? Why don't they call a crisis center? If they're so worried about something that's wrong with me and me potentially hurting myself or someone else, why aren't they calling the authorities? I told you, it's all liability. It's all liability. There's only one thing they care about with me and with you. And I'm not just talking about Facebook. Money. That's it. That's it. You help the algorithms. You pump those out. If you guys understand. If you understand the river of algorithms and how it works, you'll understand what I mean. I used to have hardly any views. Now I have tons of views because I've learned the algorithms. But now they're making me less visible. Because of the restriction and because they don't want someone like me that's going to tell you the bad things about them. But where do we go? Where do we go to express our First Amendment right of freedom of speech? Or do we even have it anymore? Can I express myself on TikTok? Can I express myself on Instagram? Can I express myself on Facebook? Can I express myself on YouTube? Can I do that? Okay, is that okay? It's honestly, in my experience, with this short time being on YouTube, I think YouTube is probably the coolest. I think they're ones that like you can literally talk about something, and as long as you don't sit here and you don't like do something crazy or say crazy things or incite panic or try to hurt somebody or be hurtful or whatever, they upload a video and they will allow it to be. So I find that they're kind of like they're a good app. And what's funny is I overlook them. I never even really thought about them. Now I'm really loving YouTube. I love YouTube now. YouTube is probably right after Facebook my favorite platform. Facebook is my favorite though. It is. And I will never close that account. Ever. Ever. And by the way, Lemos Crystals is the page associated with the main account, which is my name, Peter Lemos. So if any of those go down, if mine goes down, the other one goes down automatically. Now they've breached some major contracts with me by law because of the exchange of money. and how it would affect my income and my lifestyle and everything. And I would absolutely, positively, 100%, and I shouldn't say this, but I would absolutely seek an attorney. Absolutely. And I would absolutely file a lawsuit. Because what I'm restricted for, again, it's laughable. But when they want you off, they'll do what they've got to do. Anyway, I'm not going to go round and round in circles about it. Gosh, almost a whole hour, 50 minutes. I love you guys. Take care. If you need me, I am here. You know, Mr. Peter Lemos, the crazy guy who stirs up all kinds of trouble all the time. It's so funny because I want the complete opposite. I just want to love and be loved. That's all. That's all. It's all about love. We have a wonderful candle and spray called Hippie Heaven, guys. It's amazing. It smells like an 80s, 90s, 70s or 80s head shop. When you walked in the vinyls and they had the incense going, it's very Nag Champa, very patchouli and amber-esque. It's just a great, oh my gosh. It's like a perfect head shop smell. But we have it for sale in sprays and in the candles in 5.5 ounces and 12 ounce glass jars. So check out lemoscrystals.com for that. I'll see you guys later. I love you so much. Bye-bye. And peace to all. Peace. Either way, whatever happens, peace.